Hi everyone, welcome to the craft room in Spain. I'm here to show you what I've been up to, and that is paper clips. All different decorations on them, and I thought I would go through over the next few weeks showing how I do all these different designs, different ideas, booklets on them, pockets on them. Like that's just a visible one. Sometimes you can hide them if you want, and that's got a side pocket. These are just decorated. I just love doing these. I sat and used old book pages, bits of ephemera that I've got cut out, so they just go on the side of the page. Do some that go on, let's get a piece of paper, that go that way, and then I've done some that go on that side. So that's those. Let's just get those out of the way. That's that idea. That's the side pocket, so you could do that over the top of the page, either side. Well, if you put it on that side, the heart's going to be upside down. So that's got a little journal card in there. Then there is these two, which are hidden paper clips. The paper clip's right in the middle, and this one I put a little dangle. I didn't decorate the front, I just put a little piece of chain and a tassel. This one is decorated on the front, exactly the same as that one with the paper clip hidden in the middle. But I'm going to go through and show you how I do them. This one is a envelope, and you can put a journal card or a little mini book in there, and that's just got the paper clip on the back there. This is another hidden one, paper clip in the middle with a charm on the end. Sometimes I like to leave the paper clip just sticking out a little bit, just to hook something on. What else have we got? These are just plain ones. It's just, well, I say plain, just move that out of the way for a minute. That's just got it's a funny bead I found in my stash, but it just fits on the end there, so that will just go on the side of your page and stick out, or it'll go on the top of the page. That's another one. This has just got a dangle on, just any old paper clip, and just slide the dangle all the way on and off. So if you gift it to anybody, you know, if they don't like it, they can take the dangle off it. That's that one. This has got the same, just got a dangle, different design on, just with a bow, well, not a bow, a knot of ribbon. Looks quite nice on the side of the page. This has got a bow and a dangle. Chose a green one to go with the ribbon, and a green paper clip, and a pink one. And my paper clips, if I see some nice ones, I do tend to buy them. These are giant ones. Just see how long those are. They're about just under 4 inches. They're quite heavy. One of my craft ladies got these from Primark. They were selling them off €2 instead of 4. Then there's long ones, but I have 2 different types of long ones. Let me just get to the other flat one. There's one. Now you see, that's one I've just curled. I'm trying to find one. There we go. Now you see how that's quite flat, and this one of the ends just sticks up a little bit there. Easier to get onto the page with that sticky up bit. That one you have to sort of press a bit just to flick it open. So that's 2 different ones. If I'm doing hidden paper clips, I like to use the very flat one. If I'm doing one on the back of a let me just find one. on the back of the booklet slide on like that. I like to use one with a bit of a flick on so that it's easy to get onto the page. And also that's the same for the smaller ones that I have as well. See, that's got a bit of a lip on it there. Also I have these different coloured ones. I've got green, blue, lilac and pink. They're a bit shiny, sort of metallic looking, and I think there's a silver one as well. They're sort of plastic coated, so they're just nice on as they are. Now these ones, oh, I think I received that in a swap, and that's like a dog. It's a bit hard to get onto your page like that. This one I've just curled with a pair of pliers just to put a lip on it. You can do that one as well. It's quite hard. Let me just see if I can get my pliers, because they're quite tough, and you just have to go slowly and curl it round, sort of like that, so you get 2 curls on. And I think that is the most of the oh, there's a fun one, like a music note. So we'll go through and make a few of decorated ones today. I'll just show you the rest of these. Let's have a look. This is a little book that's got a paperclip on the back with a little lip on, and it's a little book made with these scraps of paper. So that's one. This is another boot that goes sideways. That's got the bigger paperclip on, and the same again, just using scraps of paper. That's just a sideways one. I like having all these ready, then as if you're making a journal, you've got them ready to do. That's a hidden one, and I've left a little bit hanging out, then I can always attach a dangle like so with a bulb pin or a piece of chain. It's just that sort of bluesy. I don't think I've got any blues. Oh, there's a pale one. So you've just got a little bit of paperclip hanging out, and you can put a dangle on. Let's take it around that way. Okay, like that. So I've decorated up with a little butterfly and a gem, and on the other side I've just done the same. So that goes over your page. And then there is just one with a pearl on, and I put the ribbon through the pearl because it's quite a wide hole, and that's just a piece of seam binding. Then there's one with book page tied round, and there's a little grommet in the middle. That stops the paper sliding off, and I've just tied some twine round it in a bow and added a word. That's one that I've just twisted the wire. And this is another booklet. Great way of using your scraps of paper, all different sizes. Just slide on the top of your page. That's just one that slides on as it is, just for a bit of decoration and a little tuck spot underneath. And I think this one is double-sided. Great way of using the large tags that you get in digi-kits, and I've just put 2 tags together and put a piece of card and material, and again I've left a little tiny bit, pushed it through, and then you can put a charm on there. And these are just like the first ones I showed you, and this one has got a dangle. I am back, sorry about that, my phone rang. My sister is visiting my mum in the care home, and she sometimes calls me on WhatsApp so that I can see mum and talk to her, although it's very hard work talking to mum because she's quite deaf. Right, so the last 2 I was showing you, I think, was the one with the dangle. This one, very similar to the first ones, but I just put a grommet and a dangle at the bottom, and I've done these and sometimes put 2 dangles on, but I make the dangles all ready to use like this. But I'll go through all these with you and make different ones. See, that's got a chain attached, ready to attach either a bulb pin, or you could even just hook a paper clip through it and have that hanging off. And then the very last one is this little booklet. Now this is made out of one of the large tags from a digital kit, and it just opens like a matchbook, and on the back is a paper clip, so that can just slot on the top of your page or on the side. Either side it would go, although the butterfly would be slightly upside down. So I'm going to get things together and show you a couple this week and a couple probably next week. And if I think of any more ideas, I shall do those as well. Okay, the first one is the envelope, and I'll just make an envelope with you to show how I do mine. And this is if you haven't got an envelope puncher. I do have one, but this is just an easier way. So this is just a 6-inch square of paper, and I line up this line here with the heart on. I line up the one corner and the other corner, and then fold in the 2 sides so that they meet in the middle. But you need to make sure that they're fairly vertical with a score line, then you get your sides nice and even. See how that line is on that score line, and the same at that side. I've lost my bone folder, that's why I'm using my nail. And then you need to score. I do it about 1 centimetre in from where the paper folds. Just put it on a score line and gently score down. I don't want to press too hard because it's only paper and it might go through. And the same at the other side, about 1 centimetre, and fold that on the score line. Right, let's get rid of these. Then I round the corner that's going to be the flap and fold this under and glue it. So that'll go, that's not very straight, is it? Let's get this fold on the line there. Try and line it up properly, make it look a bit neater. It's a bit better. And then I trim these. Instead of having a bulky corner, I just round off. So cut into the corner and then round out again so that you get that sort of shape, and do that on all 4. Very good. So like I say, this is quite a quick way of doing an envelope if you don't have a envelope maker board or punch board. So do that on all 4. See, like that. Then we need some glue. I'm just going to glue this flap down when the glue decides to come out, and then glue that up to the, and I'll just put a bead of glue on each edge. Like that. And that's your little envelope ready. You could use envelopes that you've already got made. You could use a reasonable normal size envelope. Then we want a paper clip. The world, honestly, you could just do anything with paper clips. There's loads of ideas. You can do different sizes of all sorts. So I'll use a blue paper clip. Well, we've got blue paper. Then I want a piece of card or paper. Let me just see what I've got at the side of me here that will do. There's a misprint there. I'm going to use that piece of paper there. Let's just cut that down. In fact, I could use all of that piece, it doesn't matter how wide it is. And I'll just chop it at the bottom. Get rid of those bits. Now you put your paper clip. When I'm gluing the paper clip on, I use a decent 3-in-1, and I put some glue on the inside first. So I put the shorter side out because it's got not really got much of a bend on this one, just fractionally. And it's up to you whether you want to leave a piece sticking out to put a dangle on or put it in fully. And then glue this onto the, well, it's the front of the envelope really. I'm having a, glue keeps leaking out. So that glues onto there, and like I say, you can leave it sticking out a fraction, and once that glue's set, the paper clip will be glued to both sides. And then I'll just create a closure with a punch circle. I'll use 2. Just quickly ink these. The dog sat at the side of me here, he keeps looking at me. I think it's getting time for him to go out. Now I'll use this. So I'll glue the smaller one onto the bigger one. Try and get it in the middle, as near as I can. Just eyeball it. And then just put glue on half of it. And then the glue piece that's not got glue on, just put over the flap of the envelope. And then that just goes like that, and then you've got that paper clip there to go onto the side of your page. So that's one way, and you can decorate the envelope up and butterflies on, or little words or anything. I've just put words on the back of there and a piece of scrap of paper. So that's one done. Okay, last one for today. I've just decorated that envelope up. All I've done is stuck number 10 from Artie Mays, and that's one of her butterflies, and I put 2 gems in and a piece of her, I think they're labels, and that's ready just for a little mini booklet to go inside. So that is number 1 envelope. Now the other one I'm going to show you today, because this video is long enough, is just this one. Now I have a bag of charms. I just sit and make these whenever, you know, I feel like it. So I just have these all ready. In fact, if you did buy one of my journals, I send all sorts of bits included in the parcel like this for you to use. These are some others that I've made just with a bit of lace, just a real tiny bit of thicker lace, and then hot glue or Fabri-Tac, some sort of you know, gem or pearl. That's got three dangles on, a piece of chain with a leaf, one of G. Kerr's butterflies that I've laminated, and a charm. I'll link the video below for making the dangles. I think I made ones like this with rolled up paper beads, and Mod Podge the little ephemera piece, and it's just so simple. A piece of ribbon or seam binding, let's do it long enough to tie a bow, and put it through your charm or dangle. Easier said than done with these nails. Let me get me pliers, can't find my tweezers. I don't mind the end fraying on ribbon, I think it looks antique-y. Put it through the end of the paperclip and then just tie it in a bow. You can either leave it in a knot like that and cut it shorter, or tie it into a bow. Just see where we are. Get that spread out a bit. All fingers and thumbs doesn't help having a plaster on my finger either. Let's just try and pull that straight. And it ties into a bow like that. That'll do. And there's the dangle on the... Now that's not turned out very well, has it? Let's just twist that round. I'm going to have to push that through so that the charm is on the right side. That's better. In fact, I think it'd be better on a chain. Yeah, that's on a chain. So let's give up that idea. Doesn't hang right just going straight through the dangle. It needs to be on a chain, then it will hang correctly. So that's showing you what not to do. Right, let's see what we've got on a chain. They're already paper clips. Let's put those in there. And let's get one of these dangles. Want one on a chain, that'll do. So, put your ribbon through your charm. Then put it through the paper clip. Now remember, you want it on the single end, not the end with two on. Then it hangs off your page. Then tie it in a bow. That's gone up to the wrong end again. Move it back. I'm making this look very difficult, aren't I? When it's not. That's it. Tie it in a knot and then tie it in a bow. There we go. Now I am going to have to cut these ends off because one is quite scruffy now. And there you go. So you've got your charm hanging off the end, you've got your little bow, and that will just fit nicely on the side of your page like that. Okay, so that's number 2. So I'm going to go and get some more bits, and I shall see you in the next video because I think this one's long enough. Bye.